Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Temperance Star. I'm going to be doing a lovely collective reading for you guys today. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys looking? How are you guys smelling? I hope you guys are smelling great. I hope you guys are looking great. I hope you guys are feeling good. So for today's collective reading, I'm definitely picking up on a lot of vibes of you running a strict program on here. Like you must run a real strict program with those around you, the people that get next to you, how you operate even. You may be very strict with yourself even. Ooh, especially with the clock time in reverse coming out. Like when I say that you don't play with people, you put things on a timer, it feels like. Interesting. And then it's like once time's up, time is up. It sounds like I'm hearing as well. Interesting. Let me look at this picture too. Hold on. Especially with her just like being in front of a clock and looking and like playing with her dress. It's almost this looks like a maid dress. Even though this Alice in Wonderland, the dress in itself looks like a maid's dress. You may do cleanup with people. You may play cleanup with people. You may know things and people are on a limit. You just may not know when you'll sit there and set the time back, I'm hearing, and restart as well. Like restart something. If you have to replace people too, I'm hearing, especially with the numerical numbers in the back as a clock instead of like normal like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like the numerical bars and stuff. It's like you know when to add people in, and you also know when to subtract them out as well. And it will look identical almost like your previous timeline, I'm hearing as well. What am I hearing? I think that's gonna make sense to someone. Let me get another. But you definitely want a strict program with who you want around you and who you have in your background, I'm hearing as well. Especially when it comes to probably how you may present yourself. You may want yourself to look a certain way, especially if you're like if you're going to someone that goes to the gym, or you're someone who eats strictly, or you know when to have playtime, when to go out, when to come back in, when to maybe even like make love to your partner, and then when to stop making love to your partner, because you know you may need to like kind of cleanse yourself. You may know exactly how to limit yourself from drinking or doing bad habits, and then when to cut back. You may be really strict with like your surroundings, when to go to certain neighborhoods and when not to go to certain neighborhoods, I'm hearing as well. When to overwork yourself, like do overtime and then not to do overtime, I'm hearing as well. Tell me more, Angel. It's like you have a very strict program. Like you mean business. Tell me more, angels. So we got lead the way, and it has be a leader, show others how it's done, you can help others. And then I also see oh my gosh, keep your temper, don't allow anger to rule you. So you may have a temper on you, collective. You just might, especially with we're all mad here at the bottom. We're all mad here at the bottom. Everyone is a little different. Like your temper, people may not expect you to kind of like cut them off the way you may cut them off, or go off on them the way you may go off on them as well. Like you may be someone who you may blah blah blah. I always get jumbled words when my thoughts run too fast. You may see people maybe playing in your face, and they may have been playing in your face for a very long time until you just go off. And people don't expect you to kind of like go off on them. And this could be verbally. You may know how to curse somebody the fuck out, and they don't expect that from you, because you may not be somebody who looks like you would curse someone out. You may be someone who's very like trying to keep it cutesy, especially with her face here. Is like, you know, the time is going up to where you may blow the top off of something, I'm hearing as well. Interesting. Especially if something has been kind of like, you may be thinking about suing someone, or you may be thinking about like completely ditching somewhere where you may have invested a long time in, because you may not be seeing the profit of it coming back towards you. You may be thinking of letting a lot of people go that you've been around for a very long time, because of maybe them just playing in your face, I'm hearing as well. But with the lead the way, be a leader, and then also keep your temper, it's like you know that you are the leader of the pack. You may be very aware of that. However, you may keep it back on how you could kind of just control things and just really quickly, because you may allow other people to lead the way. You may allow other people to play Regina George. Like, you may allow other people to be the main character because deep down you're the director, or you're the writer, or you're all three. You're main character, director, and the writer. So you may allow the people you wrote in your story to play main character because you know they'll get hit in the bus at the end. Like, you may be very aware of how your story is going to end as well, especially with the time. It's like, you know, things have a certain runtime. Interesting. And you also know your temper has a certain runtime, so that's probably why you like to stay on top of things, stay on top of the timing of things, because you may not want your true self to pop out and kind of like scare everyone, especially with the world mad here. Everyone's a little different. It's like, you don't want to show just how different you are. You may know you're different, people around you may know you're different, but you know there's a different about you that people do not want to see. And especially with the wake up right behind that, it's like, you know that's gonna wake everybody up. You know it's gonna wake them up completely. You're gonna be like, uh-oh, this is all a show. Like, didn't you realize you are the real star of the show, the writer of the show, and the director? It's like, oh my gosh, how did we get here? You have people thinking, how did they get there? How did they meet you? Why did they meet you even as well? Interesting. And you may know about all the people in your life. And you may know the things people that you have around you, you may be aware of their temper as well. You may be very aware of other people's temper. But nothing beats your temper, I'm hearing. Well, I hear that, but nothing beats your temper. And that's why you have to kind of like cut things out, because you may let people think that they are the big bad wolf, but you know. You may let people think they're the big bad wolf. You know, their transformation, how they do things, how they even, what's it called? Even how they may entertain people, because you know it's all entertainment at the end of the day. So you don't really take even people maybe even blowing their temper on you personally, because you know even that is kind of entertaining for you. You wouldn't take that personally. But the things that do piss you off, people don't really know what ticks you. I don't know, I just heard tick. I just heard of Tick. And Tick was an actual character, a part of the Grimm series. I gotta look that up after this, because that's what just flashed in my mind. But you have something that kind of ticks you that people are not really aware of, or when they do find out, they kind of regret even ticking you until you like went off. And it doesn't mean you do curse people out. Maybe you're someone that you shut down. You could be someone that shuts down as well, I'm hearing. You remove yourself completely from the movie, and then you just become a cast member. You become the person sitting in the theater, now watching how everything plays out, even though you know how it's gonna end, I'm hearing as well. Tell me more, angels. Ooh, we got the Ace of Swords and the Strength card. Wow. It's like, you know the truth of things. You know when to speak up and when to hold how you feel to yourself. You're very in control of your narrative of things. You're very in control of your perspective as well. A lot of people may get confused about your perspective. Ooh, with the Empress at the bottom. It's like, you're very much in control. You're very humble with how much power you have, and maybe how much power you have over the people around you. People don't expect you to kind of have the throne that you have as well, especially with this, like, your truth holds a lot of weight as well. And that's probably why you sit pretty, I'm hearing. You may be very attractive, you may be very handsome, but you're very humble about your attractiveness. You're not someone that kind of use your power, your truth, what you know, to kind of bulldoze people, I'm hearing as well. You don't allow it to take control over you. You kind of know when and when to hold your beast back. Because you know at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, I'm hearing as well. Especially with the Strength card and that sun there, it's like, you're very at peace with how things go. Even if things may hurt you or get on your nerves, it's never the thing that actually tick you. What ticks you is something no one really knows. And a lot of people may try to find out what kind of gets you going. Some people do want to see you blow up, or really truly maybe shut down the things you're doing, get off of your routine, get off of your habits that you instilled in yourself. But you know when you're getting off your habits. You have a whole program just for when you get off your habits. Or when you start your habits, you have a whole program for when you do go off track. It's like you have a whole sideshow for when you have a mini EP just for when you do go off track. You have a blooper moment moment. You know about your blooper moments. You know about your interludes. You know about your interlude moments. It's like you have a whole runtime just for that. Interesting. Yeah, I be feeling like what I be talking about. It's like, girl, what are you saying? But I know what I'm saying, but I be wanting a certain collective to gravitate towards me. That's why I speak like this. And that may be you collective. You may be someone with many, many thoughts, many ideas, many perspectives. However, the things you say, people don't even know how powerful it is until they realize it's running their whole life. That's what I just heard. That's what I just heard. People don't even realize the small things you do literally alters their whole entire story. Wow. And they don't see it coming because of maybe how they underestimate you. I'm hearing as well, they underestimate you. They underestimate your power. They underestimate your temper too. What you would do if it gets there. What you would do if it gets there. With the Queen of Wands. And it fell on the floor. It's like you really hold back your fire. You are very attractive. You're very sexy. Let me just put that. You're very attractive. You're very sexy. And you are very much in control of your wand, your power, how you can maneuver things, how you can just say something that completely changes everything around you and around other people. You hold it back and you don't show it. You kind of let it fall to the floor sometimes. You let it like slip, you know, and people may call you clumsy as well. That you don't know what to do with your power. People may have a sense of how powerful you are, but because you may not wield it in everyone's faces, like you keep your empress back, you keep how humble you are back. People misconstrued your humbleness, your peacefulness, your comfortability in yourself, in your life, in how things are running. They overestimate how you know everything that's gonna happen. They think that it's clumsy. They think it's you dozing off. They think it's you sleeping on yourself, you know, you not knowing what to do with it. You not even knowing how to be upset. I'm hearing see people may think that they do things to piss you off, but you may not know how to react towards it. But it's almost like you know your reactions cost because of how much power you have. How much power you have. It's almost like you know your karma. You may be very well aware of your karma because of how powerful you are. It's almost like, you know how some people, they can sit there, especially with the Queen of Wands coming out. It's like, you know how attractive you are. You know how all the things it brings you. And you know how hurtful your fire could be by taking advantage of the things that be attracted towards you as well. You know how harmful it could be to yourself and to other people. And it's like, with karma, you may be very well of your karma. Or you may not even believe in karma. I don't know why I just heard that too. You may trick yourself into not even believing in karma. But you know other people believe in karma. You know other people don't even know the true depths of karma as well. I'm hearing you may be more aware of other people's karma than they are. And you may not even believe in karma. But you know how the world is. People accidentally believe in karma without realizing that they believe in karma. It's like you may be very aware, like, when you do something, something's gonna happen. Cause and effect as well. Let me get more angels. I'm like just with the Knight of Pentacles. You take your time with how you allow the things you say to manifest opportunities towards you. That's what makes you so strong. That's what makes your transformation strong as well. I don't know why I just saw this little butterfly on the side of the strength card, but that's what makes your strength so... That's what makes your power so stable. It's not like you never miss a beat. You never miss a beat. And it's because you know the lyrics to your own song. You know the story to your movie. You know the lines of the characters in your movie. You're very aware of it. So that's why you are able to kind of hold your power for as long as you do. You never slip up. Ever, I'm hearing. With the Nine of Wands, never slip up. Like, it's like you go through a lot just to keep the power that you hold. And you're always prepared for the next battle. You're always prepared to even let your beast out. Even if you do end up blowing up on somebody, cursing somebody clean the fuck out, or cutting someone off, or shutting down and not speaking, removing someone from your story altogether. It's like you always are very aware of when to do things. You know, because you're very aware of your truth and aware of yourself. You're very aware of yourself. You know, you may be a very powerful speaker, but that Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands, the things you say they come to life, girl. Or guy. They come to life. Oh, yes, they do. And you're very aware of that. So that's why that's why you may not even want to curse somebody out. Because you know if you say something, you may be more scared for that person than they are of what's gonna happen to them. Not funny. But that's probably why you don't say a lot of things. You like to speak positivity, I'm hearing as well. Or you may not speak at all because of how scary your tongue could be and the things that may come out. Okay, females. We got the king. Okay, how do you want to be? Because I didn't know. Okay. So with the king of Pentacles in reverse, this definitely leads people feeling like they lose out on things the moment you start to speak, the moment you may tell your truth, the moment you are honest about who you are. I'm hearing as well. And you're very confident in the things that you know. And it's almost like you also get guidance regarding how somebody may have had you fucked up, especially with the world man here. You may be very aware that people are crazy, or people are ridiculous, or people are dumb, or people are obsessed even. I'm hearing too how people are just literal ignorant. Like, you may be very aware of that. And because of that's why you take your time on even how to deal with these people, or deal with things around you, or deal with people trying to take things from you, or deal with people who are very arrogant. I'm hearing as well that a lot of you may become very arrogant around you because of trying to get you out of character. With the Magician reverse, people become very arrogant and they misuse whatever they were even brought here to do. They start to misuse those things. They don't know what to do with it. Once people get a hold or look at your power, people overuse their power, trying to be more powerful than you, like it's some type of contest. And you know it's not a contest. You may be very aware it's not a contest. You may just know it's facts. Like, if you watch a movie, you know who the director is, and you also know who the cast is, if you care enough to look. But you're very aware of that. And you may be very aware of other people's lives as well. And you're very fact-based. Something about the Strength card and this Ace of Swords is like, you like the facts of things. You don't like arrogance. With this King of Pentacles, you don't like people who are very arrogant, or people who misuse the things that they may have been brought up on. Especially if they misuse things on other people, or you witness people who aren't able to defend themselves be targeted. I'm hearing as well with the Magician reverse. You may see people purposely do things to hurt other people, and you don't like that. You don't like that. And that may be the thing that brings out a certain beast, and that may be the thing that ticks you. You may not care if people pick on you, but you may care if people pick on what's the characters that are I forgot what they call them. The characters that be in the background. Imagine the main character all of a sudden goes and like throws a whole milk jug in a lunchroom on a character of a prop study or something. Someone that's just a prop in the background, but now all of a sudden the main character is given a prop, a whole story for no reason. Now that prop is now traumatized because it's like the main character just shed light on them in the worst way possible. You may hate that as the director. It's like, why did you just make this prop person, I forgot the word what they call these people, work studies, I don't know, for prop studies, I don't know. But those random characters, it's like, why would you give a whole thing, a whole scene? You just wasted runtime, and two, you just try to do some improv that was not needed and that was not written in the I didn't write that a part of your thing. And no, it doesn't matter that you're the main character or you're the star of the movie. I didn't write that for you, so why are you doing that? And as a director, you may then cut the main character out and replace the main character with somebody else that they weren't prepared for. I don't know why I just heard that. Like, they weren't with the Sun card. It's like it gets revealed just how people, with this big fucking bug on this screen. Oh my God, you listening? And I'm telling a good one. I love me some. I love when the bugs come on. They're like, what you talking about, girl? But with the Sun card, it's like you get very upset when people misuse their shine. Because you may know a lot of people have their own light. A lot of people get casted to shine their light, but you get very upset when people misuse their light. And that's when you may have to take justice, especially with this unicorn with the freaking death. It's like, who sees a unicorn? It's like, that's when you kind of know you need to use your horns. I don't know what type of horns, but maybe that's when the other side of you comes out. Is maybe in the battle or fight for someone else, I'm hearing. That may be the thing that took you. You may not care if people bother you, but you may care if people bother other people. That's maybe when you step in as a director, because you pick up that something's wrong going on in your movie. So now you're being casted, or you may cast someone else to now fix what was wasting time. I'm hearing as well. Tell me more, angels. I don't know where I'm going. I do know where I'm going, but I'm just like, wow. This message is with the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, because you may work really hard on your script. You worked very hard on your script. You worked very hard, and you're waiting to show it to the world. With the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles not out, but with the world, to show it to the world. Like, you worked really hard. Why didn't you cast someone that you trusted to not do something that they know they were not supposed to do? Now you may have made whoever that prop character was, not a prop character, not a main character, just because of that silly improv the original star tried to do, to try to make a moment in the movie that wasted time and was unnecessary, didn't go a part of the movie, a part of the script, a part of the origin. Like, it messes everything up. So now the prop character is not the main character. Interesting. Tell you more, angels. The World card comes out in reverse. This really may upset you, and it may make you leave people trapped in what they've done. I'm hearing as well with the Fool card. Oh yes, you will close things out, remove people, especially if you're like a manager. You may literally write people up or fire people altogether because of maybe picking on people who people should not be picking on, or grouping up and gossip about people they should not be gossiping on. Or if you are like, you're at you work somewhere where a lot of people are in control of something that they shouldn't be in control of, you may know when to kind of let the people who are underneath those people take over, because the people who are under them are literally doing all of the work for the people who are supposed to be in control and have things running. You're realizing that other people are not following their lines. Other people are not sticking to the script. Other people aren't sticking to the story. It messes everything up, and then you, as someone who is the director, you know how things are supposed to play out. You may know how things are supposed to come back into you. So when things start to mess up, it affects you. And then it affects those around you. It affects who the consumers are. It affects who is visiting. It affects everything. And it can be because people get comfortable, I'm hearing as well, especially with the World in reverse. People get comfortable in something that is not familiar to them. They get comfortable in something that's not familiar, especially when it's things that they have to deal with day to day. They get very comfortable with that. And they have to make it comfortable, and that could be by doing things that may have them overuse their power, I'm hearing as well. Wow, what am I getting? Or you could witness this around you. You could witness people abuse their power, abuse their positions, abuse, like, especially if you have like a landlord who abuses the fact that he's the landlord or she's the landlord, and they sit there and they allow the whole entire property to become a mess because they're not hiring the right people to clean it up. They're not hiring people to take out the trash, I'm hearing as well. They're not hiring people to just actually keep the place tidy for the tenants who actually live there. Now, before you know it, the place hasn't been remodeled in such a long time or inspected in such a long time. Now there's termites. And it's like, how did this place that this person brought a couple years ago, moved in a couple years ago, now has termites? Now someone has to deal with that. Not only the tenants living there, but also the landlord. They have to now deal with such a huge price on something that could have been handled had the person in charge was actually taking care of it. Especially if you did hire these types of people and they didn't, they just not doing their job. It's like, okay, so who was not watching the things go on to make sure that this didn't happen, to where I now have to spend X, Y, Z amount of money? And that's maybe the things that tick you. Before you know it, a whole beast gets let out that people may not have expected, because you could have been the lenient landlord. You could have been the calm landlord, the landlord that doesn't say much. or the tenant that doesn't say much. You may have been aware that this was going to happen. You may have been preparing yourself to leave out of a place because you were very aware of the dysfunctions that was going on, that was going to end up being a bigger problem. What am I hearing? I just went to like a couple places with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. That's maybe when your divine masculine comes out, because now you have to become more structured. You have to go back to now, or maybe a new routine. You have to like calm your fire down, calm down what you were attracting, calm down your ability to see things, foresee things, and then now take action on what you saw. Even if you may have to start from the bottom, you know that you're going to be able to kind of get back to where you were supposed to be at, because you're the director. If you have to remove a character, you know you removing a character is a good decision because it's going to get you to the end of the story that you've written. So, especially with the Three of Cups, it's like then you could watch the movie play out exactly how it was supposed to play out. Oh my gosh, I don't know what this message is. I really do not know. Tell me more, angels. With the Ten of Cups. With the Ten of Cups. Oh boy. It's like you are very aware of your power. You're very aware of how things are supposed to play out. I'm okay right back. Like you're very aware of how things are supposed to play out. So when things start to become messy, things start to become intrude, and what's it called? Intruders? Did someone intrude something? Like, what the heck? Why did I hear that? You may be aware of somebody like intruding something, intruding your privacy. I'm hearing as well. Invasion of privacy. I'm hearing as well. Ooh, yeah. This could be a problem that you may have to like handle, or someone around you has to handle. But regardless, I don't know, with the King and the Queen of Cups being out and the Ten of Cups, you can expect someone to call you as well. But this is nothing that's going to do nothing but bring peace. And it could be because of you working very hard on something that you're very passionate about, something that you put all of your strength into, all of your energy into. Like a lot of energy was put into something that you know, ooh, I put it in the wrong place. You know that you're going to reap some type of reward in. You know how your story is supposed to go, and it's almost like you refuse to let things, especially people who abuse power. There's a lot of abusing of power going on, but people who abuse their resources to do stuff, to kind of keep someone trapped, you trapped, aside someone around you trapped, and that's when you have to kind of be more sturdy and more confident in closing something out and having the proper tools to move forward on how to do it. But it's all within you. It's like you may allow your divine feminine with the Queen of Wands being, you may allow your divine feminine to start to foresee things, use the fire, even maybe curse some people out. You may allow that side of you to let out the wrath that you may have been holding in. But then once you let it all out, that's when your divine masculine can then come to play and truly put in the steps to get things in order so that you can reap some type of fulfillment that you know you always deserve. Your divine masculine know you always deserve. Your divine feminine knew you always deserve. That's why they were so angry when things may have started to get messed up. And it's almost like that's when it's like time's up with the clock. This was something about something being up. Like somebody's being replaced. Someone's gonna start to lead things. You may be the leader of something. You can expect to become a leader of something, and it could be because you may have let your anger out, or it could be because you've kept your anger in, vice versa. Whether you're someone who's very expressive when things are wrong, it's always good to when you're not telling the truth about something, it's always good to let it out. Don't hold it in. When you hold things in, it can manifest into the worst things for you. Always be well aware of your power and be well aware of how to use it, because there's always going to be something that is going to guide you on how to maneuver after you may have caused some type of destruction. Because even though you may have caused destruction, there was things definitely trying to keep you destructive and not keep you on your path and keep you on your routine, not keep you on some type of structure. That was done on purpose. And it may be because of maybe just how strong and powerful you are. And there's something in you that knows that, something around you that knows that. And it's almost like, now everybody's mad. Now it's something about everybody's mad. I don't know what we're all mad here. Now everybody's mad. And it's like time for people to wake up to the fact that it's your moment. I'm hearing too. It may be your moment. This may be your time collective. This may be just your era. You can expect to be in charge of something. You can expect to move away and be in a bigger place. You can expect to get a phone call that with great news because of maybe you expressing something. I don't know why I just got the Ace of Swords. I'm definitely you using your anger, something that you were upset about, to bring in some type of happiness. So don't feel bad, especially if you really have been. I don't think you were feeling bad, but if you were feeling bad about maybe letting some type of anger out, you did the perfect thing because it's bringing, I put the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's bringing something closer to you. It's bringing out a side of you that a lot of people always wanted to see, I'm hearing as well. They always wanted to see that movie. So, yeah, I don't know what this message is, but I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take what resonates, leave the rest of the imagination, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.